We live, y'all. Yeah, let's get it. I think I'm addicted to going live now. It's on now. It's on now for sure. We about to get into it, man. I'm glad y'all are with me tonight. For those that are tuning and tapping in with me, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. Plenty gratitude to all. Plenty gratitude to all my peoples out there. All my peoples out there supporting. You know, just giving me encouragement, buying products, tapping into the website, all of that. I'm grateful. I'm thankful, and I'm giving y'all a big salute. Anybody ever want to shout out on my channel, on my lives, y'all make sure y'all hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram at Supreme underscore Wellbeing LLC. You know, hit me up and let me know if y'all will want some type of shout out, some type of business blast. I got you for the love for right now. You know what I'm saying? I got you on the love. But tonight, we are going to get into unlocking thought patterns with lion's mane mushroom. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful mushroom to incorporate into your everyday lifestyle. When we're talking about unlocking thought patterns, when we're talking about changing the way the brain operates on a daily basis, I know some people are out here dealing with um, they're dealing with ADHD, easily distracted, not able to focus for long periods of time, and they're giving y'all this medication with these side effects and temporary results, and not really getting to the root of the problem. Not getting to the root of the problem, just putting a temporary band-aid on what it is that you're suffering from. And a lot of the times, uh, what we're suffering from when it comes to brain activity, and sometimes it can be even degeneration, is we're not getting the proper we're not getting the proper blood flow to the brain, and we're not getting any neurogenesis to be able to our bioactive compounds to be able to activate the proper neural activity and cell communication within the brain. So that's why I want to talk to y'all about the wonders of lion's mane mushrooms and how we can unlock new thought patterns, new creative ideas. It's ultimately going to become a new you, a new you. So lion's mane, I'm telling y'all right now, it is the natural Adderall. If you're looking to improve your cognitive function, if you're looking to improve your focus, if you're looking to improve your overall digestion, if you're suffering from depression, anxiety, any of these things, y'all need to tap in right now because we about to get into it. We about to get into it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This is a wonderful herb, and if anybody is interested in getting this herb, I have it in my apothecary. As y'all can see, some of my herbs behind me. I do practice in herbal medicine. I've been practicing herbal medicine for about 4 or 5 years now. I've been vegan for 7 years, going on 8. Shout out all my plant-based people out there. I don't even like using the word vegan. I'm gonna just say plant-based. I've been plant-based for 7 years now, and I am up here as your holistic health guide, giving y'all some guidance and some information from experience and results. That's all it's about. Is about sharing the experience and results so we can impact others and help them along the way. Because I'm telling y'all, they trying to take us out. They trying to take us out with the food, the additives in the food, all these chemicals and bioengineered ingredients that they got going on, messing up our gut flora. And you know the gut is the second brain. We're gonna get into all that. We're gonna make the connection. We're gonna make the connection tonight. So lion's mane, lion's mane mushroom. If y'all know anything about mushrooms, more information is coming out about how medicinal mushrooms are and how they're helping people all across the world. All across the world. Even some psychedelics are even being legalized in certain states. You know, so lion's mane is referred to as arenaceous. That's the scientific name for it. The arenaceous is the bioactive compound in lion's mane mushroom that can cross the blood brain barrier. That's very important because the blood-brain barrier, once the once the bioactive compound of arenaceous gets past the blood-brain barrier and polysaccharides, lion's mushroom also has polysaccharides in it. That's another bioactive compound that produ- that helps cell communication within the brain. In other words, neurogenesis or neuroplasticity, which is basically helps you be able to learn. And this can be very good for like students in college that are studying for exams, um, for students that have problems with focus, and your diet just might be trash. Your diet is trash, you're losing focus, and you don't know what's going on with your cognitive functions. I'm gonna tell you what lion's mane can do for you. So the bioactive compounds in the lion's mane mushroom can break the blood-brain barrier, get you in a place of your brain being able to produce more neurons. This is neurogenesis. So you're gonna feel more focused, you're gonna feel more attentive, you're gonna feel more present within every moment of your day, right? And you're not gonna have any side effects from any depression, anxiety is gonna go down because it helps with your cortisol levels on your adrenals. You know, your adrenals are on top of your kidneys, and this is what produces the hormone of cortisol. And the higher your cortisol levels, the more your immune system shuts down. So lion's mane mushroom allows us to take back control of our thought patterns by way of blood flow in the brain and cell communication. The neurogenerative actions of this herb will help us to focus. The bioactive compound of arenaceous will help us get through that blood barrier in the brain. And lion's mane has also been proven to show in clinical trials decrease in dementia and also in preventing preventing Alzheimer's disease. And when you take this herb, you can feel the immediate effects. You can feel the immediate effects probably about 30, 45 minutes of how present you become, focus, mood change, and how it eases the gut. This is very important about it easing the gut too, because we know the gut is the second brain. Some people even say the gut is the first brain. So with that being, with us knowing that the gut is the first or second brain, however you want to interpret the information or research that you have done for yourself, hopefully, right? So with what lion's mane does, lion's mane also is used for easing the digestive system. It's packed full of magnesium, which is great for depression. Magnesium is great for depression because it eases the neurotransmitters, brings you back down into a calm state, and a lot of that is because of the magnesium. So it eases the gut. Why is that important? It is important because the longest nerve in your body, the vagus nerve, is being at ease by the way of the herb of the by the way of the magnesium and the other bioactive compound of the arenaceous and the polysaccharides that's going into your gut, making it easier for the nutrients to be digested and taken through the intestinal tract, decreasing intestinal dysbiosis. So what happens with the lion's mane herb is it eases I'm sorry, the lion's mane mushroom is it eases the gut, it eases the vagus nerve, making it easy for your vagus nerve to send signals from the brain to the organs and organs to back up to the brain. That's why the vagus nerve is such an anomaly because it not only can it send signals to your organs, but it also can take signals back. And your vagus nerve is also in charge of your motory, and your sensory part of your nervous system. So you have electrochemical signals going in and out from your cells. Your vagus nerve is in charge of a large part. It is the vagus nerve is the most major part of your parasympathetic nervous system. And the lion's mane eases the actions and eases the functioning of your vagus nerve, making your neurotransmitters and your neurons and your cell communication within your brain result on a higher level. it result in a higher level. This is why it's so good for depression. This is why it's so good for focus. And this is why it's so good for cognitive functioning. If you really want to be present, if you know there is a time, this is the time for us to be the most vibrant and focused that we ever been in our life. Why? Because they're putting so many additive and chemicals in the food, we don't even know what to eat. Sometimes I have food paranoia. This is why you got all these people doing all this wild stuff like fruitarian diets for months and cleansing on. They're just trying anything to get away from all the. And I'm not judging anybody because there's nothing. I was fruitarian for 9 months, but we can't sustain on certain diets going to the extreme. We have to understand what we're fighting against when it comes to these bioengineered chemicals and these additives and what they're doing to the food. So we have to find a balance in between a diet that we can maintain, right? So in incorporating these herbs that I will be talking about, this is gonna help us maintain and find a dietary law that works for us. Another thing about lion's mane herb that I like from my experience with taking the herb, I like the way it makes me feel when I'm working out. Like when I'm working out on lion's mane herb, and I like to take lion's mane herb along with bladderwrack and ashwagandha. It takes my mentation to the next level. We're talking about the brain functioning and neuroscience, but the energy around the brain, which is the mind, it takes my mind to the next level. It makes it easy for me to go outside of my sensory system and more into my intuitive abilities of being able to see things and feel things on a heightened level of guidance. That's just what I like about the herb. Not only do I like the psychological benefits, but I also like the subconscious mind and the mentation around how the mushroom makes me feel on a deeper spiritual level, right? On an intuitive level. Cause so my intuitive levels seem to be stimulated when I'm on lion's mane mushroom. I feel my focus not only go up on a mental level, but my focus goes up on a spiritual level outside of my actual seeing, hearing, smelling, outside of those senses, but I'm actually feel more in tune with the sensory system that we like to call the intuition. I like the way that I feel I'm instinctively moving without over analyzing everything that I'm doing, which is what happens with anxiety. We get in our minds so much that we can't make the moves that we need to make because we're overthinking. We're overthinking and we're not using our gut feeling, which is why everything, the mind gut connection is very important that we match the two and understand that if we're in a state of intestinal dysbiosis, because most of us are, because we haven't cleansed or detoxed our gut. So we have all these new bacteria producing these new chemicals that from the chemicals that we're ingesting, and we're taking it, then they're taking over our body on a chemical levels. Our vagus nerve is being disrupted, which when your vagus nerve is disrupted, your vagus nerve could be disrupted by spicy food. It could be disrupted by bioengineered chemicals. Your vagus nerve can be disrupted by a number of things. And when your vagus nerve is disrupted, this could spark this could bring on depression and anxiety. So it's very important we understand what we're putting into our body, and we know a lot of these foods have carcinogens in it. They have cancerous chemicals and elements in it. But not only that, they have chemicals that are actually throwing your hormonal balance off, making you feel this way, making you, especially the processed fast food, making you feel depressed, making you feel anxious, making you feel like you're traumatized, making you dwell in these low vibrational feelings. So this is why it's so important for us to understand this, how lion's mane mushroom and how it can help clean the gut and how we can do our part with it helps with the cravings as well. not wanting to eat those chemicals, killing those parasites and the bad bacteria in your microbiome in your gut flora. Now, in your gut flora, it's not always about the toxoplasma and the parasites in the gut and the bacteria in the gut. A lot of us are drinking beverages with yellow 5, yellow 6. Yellow 6 is a level 3 carcinogen, y'all. Come on, man. Come on. We already know yellow 6, and this is all in all the sodas, all y'all out there that's drinking that Powerade, that Gatorade, Mountain Dew, and all that other crap, literally acid, turning your bones into gelatin. You're drinking that, and it has not only are you drinking acid, it has chemicals in it. Has chemicals in it. But I'm gonna tell you how amazing the body is. The amazing thing about the body is we can drink and eat all of these things and take one herb, and one herb will do a multitude of things, and you can feel the effects of it just as if you took prescription medicine. But the difference between taking one herb or a medicinal mushroom is not only do you get one benefit from it, you get a multitude of benefits from it. You feel the benefits, and you get little to no side effects. That's the difference. Even with you ingesting all of those additives, carcinogens, and chemicals in your diet. So just imagine if you cleaned your gut, started eating clean, and added in some herbal therapy and herbal medicine, preventative medicine within that regimen. Oh man, you'll take off. You'll take off. This is why I do what I do. This is why I feel as though I'm going with my intuition and my intuitive feeling by sharing as a guide to how herbal medicine helped me. It took me out of my traumatized state. I was suffering from post-traumatic stress, past traumatic stress, holding on to memories, not knowing what I was going on with me, depression, anxiety, all of these things that I was suffering from. I had to step back before I went like, okay, what's the most drastic change I can make in my life right now? What am I consuming and what I'm putting in my body? I thought about what I was putting in my body and what it was doing to me, how it was making me think, how it was making me operate, how it was making me sluggish, how it was taking away the activity in my penile, it was taking away my energy. I was sluggish. I wasn't present. I wasn't even really living. And the parasites inside of me were living off of me. I was just a host. The bad bacteria was taking over my gut, craving things that I know for a fact that I didn't want, but the bacteria that in my gut that was giving off the chemicals and the signs and electrochemical signals to my brain, up to my neurotransmitters, telling me to eat this food. And it's not even me, it's not even my thoughts. That's why we have to unlock the thoughts. We have to unlock the thoughts by way of cleaning up our gut and getting into mushrooms, medicinal mushrooms and herbs like lion's mane that has the arenaceous in it, that has the polysaccharides in it, the bioactive compounds that are going to help us break that blood brain barrier to produce more neurons in the brain so we can get these new thoughts and get these new pathways of learning, focus, attentiveness, and understanding of self. We have to. This is the way. This is the way, y'all. But you have to understand that you have been hijacked. You have been hijacked by the way what you've been eating. Years and years and years of it. Like I'm 7 years in on being plant-based. I still got years to go of cleansing by way of the diet that I was eating before. Years and years of that. We talking decades. So I'm still healing is a daily thing. Healing is a daily thing. There's levels to this. There's levels to this. So like I said, I hope that was some good information on lion's mane mushroom. For those that are having some problems with focusing, cognitive functions, depression, anxiety, I'm telling you right now, try the Lion's Mane mushroom. I have it in my apothecary. Hit me up on my website. Email me www.mysupremewellbeing.com. Also, let's talk on my pen site. My pen site will be in the description below. Let's talk about this. Schedule you a schedule a consultation. I might end up doing some consultations for for 15 minutes for the free. For those that want to talk about some things and get into herbal medicine, just schedule it up so we can talk about some things and get it together. Because I'm telling y'all right now, the way it's going with the food, we're not eating real food. And that's what how they trying to make it. They're trying to take us outside of our spiritual element. They're trying to take you outside of your mind. They're trying to take over your mind. They're trying to take over your thought patterns. I talk about this with my son all the time. I got him a phone. I'm like, hey, look, I don't want you scrolling this phone all day, every day. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get you a kit. You're gonna learn how to fix something that's gonna take your thoughts outside of just scrolling and being your thoughts are now the algorithms are now controlling your thoughts. You'll be surprised what kind of creative ideas and new ways of finding yourself by just now, especially nowadays, by taking 10 to 20 minutes just to sit and think for yourself. We're surrounded by so much distractions and static and devices, digital distractions. You take that tight bubble of focus that Robin Sharma talks about in the 5 a.m. club to focus in on just releasing thoughts, on just using your own thoughts and get into a state of focusing on what's going on with your own mentation instead of using a device or technology to dictate what it is that you think. Like I said, the quote again comes from Carter G. Woodson. There's two types of education: one a man that is taught, and the other that he teaches himself. Right now, I'm telling you, these social technology platforms, they want your mind. They want your mind. It's deeper than the data now. Not only do they want your data, they want your mind as well. So what are we gonna do about it? Are we just gonna let them take our mind? Are we gonna take it back? Are we gonna take it back with the ancient ways of healing? The live it, the diet, the herbal medicine, somatic sound healing, yoga, stretching the body, getting the blood flowing. We gotta take it back to that, y'all. We gotta become our own self-care healthcare systems. We have to become our own self-healthcare systems. And a lot of us are waking up to this. And I'm proud of it. And I'm proud of y'all. And I'm grateful. So look, y'all make sure y'all go sign up on my website. Look for the pin site in the description. You can video question me anything that you want for free. Also, I have my subconscious mind coaching course in there for sale. Also, my book is in there for sale as well. Get all these things to help you become the new you. Don't not let this system and this matrix dictate who you are. You have to know who you are, especially now, because if not, they're gonna make you who you are. They're gonna take control over your mind. They're gonna they're gonna take control over your brain activity by way of analytics and data, by your activity on your device. So you make your device work for you rather than you working for it. And I'm talking to myself as well. We can get caught up in all of this stuff, y'all. All of this stuff goes in together. I have quantum shields on my device because of the radiation. I became so sensitive to radiation since I cleansed my body of all the radioactive elements from being plant-based. I'm very, very sensitive to radioactive waves. I don't even use a microwave anymore. I'm pretty sure anybody who's vegan, who's been plant-based for a while now, they're not using microwaves. There's no way you can put radioactive elements on your food and eat it now that you're plant-based and not feel the effects because you're cleansing your body out from all of those radioactive elements when you take out of them when you take when you get away from the meat, when you get away from the dairy, when you get away from all these things that they all these foods that actually have radioactive elements in them. So it's a journey, y'all, but y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. I have faith in y'all. This is why I'm here. I'm in my purpose to be able to help God and help anybody who wants to live the holistic lifestyle, who wants to take back their life, who who wants to have the longevity and feel free every day. People say, "Oh, I'm gonna die one day." Yeah, you're gonna die one day. But how do you feel right now, in this very moment, right now? How do you feel? You got aches and pains? Are you on medication? Is it making you sluggish? You got brain fog? Do you read? Can you read? Can you stay out of your device for long enough to even read? Can you not eat sugar for a day? Can you fast? Can you be a disciplinary disciple for one day? If not, if you can't overcome the war within self, they got you. You have to develop some type of disciplinary regimen to be able to fight back. And that's what I'm here for. Step by step guide to improve self discipline. Look on my website to get that. I appreciate y'all. We out for the night. I know it's getting a little late. I appreciate y'all rocking with me though. Peace to the family.